Medanas boy, Medanas. Me say Medanas boy. Me say me. Medanas. Why go and big up on a nice clean self? Yes, we decided to do this video based on a question that I was asked. I was on my live and because I said the word that I don't have any role model, my one of my supporters asked me if Auntie wouldn't be my role model. And I decided to do a content on that. I mean, I could have just answered her directly, but sometimes, me like to express in, certain things me like to express it. Because sometimes your mind say the answer where, to somebody and they maybe misinterpret your answer or whatever. All right. So 2019, me actually how me get to know Auntie. Me do a video already. How me get to know Auntie, it was that I was baking a cake and um my sister-in-law come at the house. Me was baking Christmas cake in 2019 and she come at the house and she taste the cake and she say, "Oh, the cake tastes nice." And me I go blow up like Auntie with me cake. And me say, "What you talk about? Me only I bake for family and I bake for sell cake," something like that. And she say, "Yeah, you can bake and post it and so and so and so." So she say, then she say, when she say me I go blow up like Auntie, me ask her, who name Auntie Donna? And she say, you don't know Auntie Donna? Everybody know Auntie Donna. That was 2019, December 2019. So December come, I gonna make 5 years now. Auntie Donna on social. Um, but I don't know Auntie like that. Like, I've never spoke to her over the phone and I've visited her house twice. And it's the good work that she put out why somebody would have said them would be a role model. Me say today, me say in my life say, me not have no role model, because me never grew up with my parents and how I was raised, I couldn't say I have a role model there. How I was raised. And so me not have any role model. And I literally said that on the live. But the reason why me say me gonna do the video is that a role model to me is that's to me. Everybody different. So a role model to me. Remember, everybody is human and nobody not perfect. So we all made mistakes. But to me, a role model is I would look up to is would be maybe my mother that raised me. And if she raised me with dignity and how to have respect and so forth like that, that would have been my role model, my mother, which my mother never raised me. Me and my mother started to have our little bond when I was 19. I never see my mother like as a child. Me maybe, when I was 4 years old, my mother grew me until me at 4. After that, I wasn't in her life. So, me couldn't say my mother my role model because she'd have to be there in steps. I mean, she never have to be there all of my life, but she would have to put in that work to make me be a better person and to make me achieve certain things where I can say, yes, I achieved certain things as a child and my mother allowed me to have these stuff and, you know, be there for me as a mother in any way possible. So I wouldn't say my mother is my role model either. And she's my mother. She bring forth me coming to this world. So I said I don't have any role model. And the young miss said, so if Auntie Donna couldn't be my role model, I don't know if she was trying to test me or whatever, but I'm gonna tell you this. Auntie Donna is somebody that I have started follow since I think November on social media. of 2019. Remember, I don't know until like that. And I wouldn't look up to somebody like on social media to say my role model, because I look on role model totally different. People that participate in my life and make it be better, help me to achieve and be better mentally, emotionally, and physically. That's how I look on a role model. I don't know for you, but that is how I look on a role model. Somebody that helped brought me up and make me be, a better person. I have to put a lot of work in myself. So I would say that I'm my own role model. I have put a lot of work into myself for me to achieve, and mentally, physically, emotionally, to overcome so much things that I have been through as a child. So I wouldn't say I have a role model growing up as a child. No, I did not. And my role model is me. God. God, I'm a role model. And no offense to anyone. I'm just expressing myself. Auntie Donna, I have loved her because of the kind of personality that she has. I looked up to her so much. I'm a lover, honestly, lover. But I don't really know her like that. I've never had a conversation over the phone. And I stopped by her twice to visit and, take pictures and so forth because I looked up to her. So when you look up to somebody, I look up to Michelle Obama because I've seen the work, that she put in. So stuff like that in our culture, like you look up to people that you see that have changed life in other people's life. They have do the work as a human being on this earth to help people to be better, to help people to strive. She have helped with so much things, help with children go back to school and all of that stuff. But and it's not because she don't do it for me. It's just that I look on somebody who upbring me in a right way. I would say those people are my role model. So I don't look on people on that I meet on social media to say, okay, these people are my role model. I think role model should be somebody that have helped upbring you, raise you like your parents. That is how I look on it. It's up to you. I don't. It's not. That's not from. That's me. That is all. I would put in the work on my children that I didn't receive from my parents, so my children can say I am their role model and not somebody out there that they don't know. I would hope that my children would say, all of them would say, I am their role model because they have looked up to me. Because I have been there and I am a shoulder that they can cry on. You know? Yeah. And I have been there for them through their childhood and etc. I would prefer stuff like that, somebody like that to be my role model. I've been bouncing here, there, and everywhere as a child. I was a lost adult, early young adult, lost. So I can't say because I go through so much pain as a child and there was no protection for me. I can't say I have a role model. So no, um, that's how my role model are. Um, all the work that Auntie put in, it has inspired me, the kind of human being she is. She she motivate me and I inspire her. I adore her. And you know, when you see God people putting out the work, you should support them. And that's how I look on it. Like you love these people that you see has contribute to the system to help other children to have a better education. You help somebody who don't have it. You help the vulnerable. You help the elderly. People like that. You looked up to people like that. I have looked up to her, but no, she's not my role model, and none of my family is my role model. No, I am my role model. So I'm just explaining my side before I go say no or and somebody run with the narrative and make it sound like, but that's just my point. That is just how I look at it. I would want my kids them to think that I am their role model. And if they don't believe that I am their role model, that's okay. If they don't have a role model, that's okay. But I should have put in the work for them to feel safe, for them to say, my mother is my role model. I've heard my daughters said it over and over. And my son too. But people feelings change, especially when people don't get what they want, then we change their mind and whatever. But at least I'm just saying. Auntie Donna have been through so much and I've been watching her since 2019 and I admire so much of her growth, from one thing to the next, how she was raised. Um, I have so much similarities of the things that she said about herself. I have a lot of those similarities. She loved to help people. That's who I am. And I've been like that forever. I've give away my mortgage money before, right? I split it up and share it up for people who in need. And by the time I'm ready to go, and by the time I'm ready to pay my mortgage, the money appears back. So I'm the kind of person, I'm a giving and a caring kind of person. But at the same time, I don't want anybody to like abuse me and take me for granted. So yeah, that. The next thing is she have kids. She have 4 kids. She been working in her office for some years. I've been working in her office. I have 4 kids. I mean, just she's not her, she had that, but it's really 4 kids she raised. I have 4 biological kids. Um, I learned when my son was in the army. I saw Auntie Donna post her son graduating from the army. That time my son was in the army. I learned that. When she posted that video, my son was in the army, and I didn't know before that her son was in the army until that time when she posted his photo. So I'm like, oh my God, Auntie Dana's son in the army, my son in the. So it's like some things where me hear she talk so much things. Her name, she named Dana just like me, Marie just like me. Um, she love to cook. Me love to cook. My passion is cooking. When I'm stressed and going through things, I could empty the fridge and cook the whole thing, and by the time I finish cook, you feel like all the stress gone. That's how much I love to cook. Um, so much other things. Uh, our raised, how she was raised, our mother, give her away. My mother give dropped me off, and I never see her back until me at 12 years old. So some so much other little things I can't really put me on every little thing. But right now, but I'm just doing this video because of the question that I was asked. Um, I looked up and as I said, I just met Auntie like 5 years ago. So, and I've looked up to a lot more people. And, I like Kamala and I've been following Kamala Harris. I've been following Michelle Obama for a minute now. And these are people that, I inspire because they're help to change people's life. They help to lead and they're a leader. Many more, I'm just referring because the question was asked from Donna. But there are people that I respect and looked up to. I looked up to people, but at the same time, you can't you can't just take people and just put them on a pedestal. They don't want you to do that. And you have to understand that they are human. And if them get up and decide to cuss a bad word tomorrow, don't feel a certain way because them cuss a bad word. They are human just like you. Like a lot of people, what people don't understand when they meet people on social media or them get to see people and they watch them growth and stuff. and they put them on this pedestal, you know. And I've heard Auntie Donna said it over and over. Don't put me on whatever, you know. Let she be a human. She's a human, so that when she come out and she said certain things, don't feel offended. Don't tear her down because she says certain things. She's human. She's going to say how she feels at times. We all going to say how we feels at times. So yeah, that is just my point. Nothing else. Yeah, that is the major part of it. Love her. I have nothing bad, nothing negative towards her, because my heart is just full with the things them that she do. So it's like that's all in my heart. The good things that she have done. If she have done something bad, I don't know about it. I don't know. If she have done something bad, I don't know of it. So even if she done something wrong or something bad, I don't care. I really don't, because she's human, and if she make a mistake, she entitled to, because she's human. You, you know what I mean? And that's why she said, "Don't put me on this stool. Don't put me on this pedestal because I'm a human. Just treat me like a human." She's a human, and and she grow. You know, she grow, she learn along the way. But no, that's not it. Me love my auntie dearly. Yeah, I love her. I love her because um of the things them that she done for people. That is the main part of why, you know, you love people, you get to love people on social media. The things them that they do um towards others. It's God work. It's God work. And when you see people are doing God work, you respect them. Yeah, you respect them. But that doesn't mean you're going to put them on this stool that when they made a mistake, you're gonna tear them down. No, that's not how it works. When they made a mistake, them are allowed to make mistake because they are human beings. Okay? And that's it. So no, that's the role model thing is something different. I look on role model different from how I hear people said, "Oh, Michelle Obama is my role model. Oh, Oprah is my role model." No, no. Um, so I don't meet people online and said, "Okay, they are my role model." I look on things differently. That's not how it is. I have seen the work and I have respect them to the ground. Yes, I have respect the work that they put in to make the country better, because that's the kind of work we should do. We should be a leader and to treat people with dignity and respect what they deserve. That's how I look on life. You get me? That's just it. Yeah. And she don't want you to put her on a pedestal and that. She don't want that either. She don't want that. And if you listen to her, she don't want anybody put her on no pedestal. She don't want it. She wants you to show her respect, which I do 100%. And that will never change. Even if she come out here and cuss me, that won't change. When I do nothing, I will never ever do nothing for she cuss me. I'm just saying, you know? Um, yeah. Hmm. You know, you know, I don't look on role model. I look on role model for people who make me develop into the human being that me is, you know? But me not have any. Seriously, me not have any. I just say it and it's the facts. Anyways, adios. You respect and love and support people as a human being. Okay? God, God. A God do it for me. God help me to overcome all of them sitting there. God help me. So God are really my role model. You know, but you know, apart from God and this earth as a human being, I'm my role model. Everybody knows that God I'm a role model. But I'm just saying, as a human being on this earth, I mean, I'm my own role model. I put a lot of work in on myself. So yeah, that's it. Adios.